Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today is the second in my series of making a board game junk journal. If you haven't seen the first one, I showed you how to make the cover. This was one of the covers that I worked on, and it doesn't have anything in it, of course, because today we are going to be working on the inside pages. So if you want to see this video, you can follow the link down below and learn how to make this cover. So I'm working on this one as well, and it's a little bit smaller, not a whole lot, but maybe by 1/4 of an inch both ways, so width and height. But I'm going to go ahead and show you how I go about putting together all the pages. And first I'll show you the pages that I have gathered and all the items that I plan on putting in the journal. So I have a few things. I found these little memo pads at the Dollar Tree. Just thought those were perfect. I had this, a friend had given it to me. It's a Willy Wonka's, I'm not sure where she got it, but it's full of just stuff about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So I'm going to pull out some pages of that book. I have this book also from the Dollar Tree. So it has a lot of fun pages in here that go great with Candyland theme. This is actually from the Dollar Tree as well. It's their new line of like mini board games. So this is perfect. Oh, I have 2 of these in here. I didn't mean to have 2 of those. So you can use any parts on the cover, and then I'll open it up here and you'll see what's in here that we can use as well. And even on the sides, any of this stuff here can be used in your journal. So there is a board game bottom, and it's just like a chipboard but a little bit thinner. So any of this I'm going to use for pages inside the journal. So I just think that is really cute. And then it also has the game cards, a whole bunch of them. So all of these pieces we can use to make ephemera or just stick in little tucks and pockets. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, there's stickers, so that'll be great to do some altering on tags. There's just the the instructions, and then little tabs here. So I probably won't use that. Could probably use that, but definitely will use all these pieces within the journal. I found a Candyman music sheet. This was from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, so I'll put a link for it down below. I just googled Candyman and printed that out. And then I have some vintage book pages this is from a Wilton's cake decorating book, so I have that. This is from a Betty Crocker binder of recipes. This one is either Betty Crocker or the other one. I can't remember. Anyway, and it's for making candies. Cookbook. Here's another old cookbook page. I printed off a sheet of candy cane background, and then I made these with some food coloring and shaving cream. So I have those pages I can cut down. And then there's just a bunch of plain papers. I have some composition pages that I'll use. I have these fun colored notebook papers. And then I have some grid paper. I have a couple different bags, and I'm not sure, I think maybe I got these at the 99-cent store or the Dollar Tree. I don't remember. I just thought they were fun. They go perfect. And then I have paper from Joann's. There's a candy cane paper, this fun ice cream donut and a candy paper, some rainbow paper. This is all American Crafts. And then this candy paper and gummy bear paper. So very cool. I used some of this in the cover, if you didn't see that. So the process that I go about now is just to go through everything and cut them down to the size that I want them to be. And to do that, I'm just gonna take the cover here and measure it. And then I will just cut everything down just slightly smaller. And so this one is approximately 7.5. It's a little bit bigger than 7.5. So I will probably just do 7.25 width on all my pages, and then I'll go exactly the height. So the height is 8.5, little bit longer. So, but I'll do 7.25 by 8.5. So what I do now is I'll just go through and figure out the sizes here. So this one, I'm just gonna measure, so it's not quite 8.5. So I'm going to cut that down. And this one I'll just put in like this. It's the bag, so it'll just be an instant pocket. It can be altered or whatever as I go along. This one, of course, will just go in as is because it's already small. So this is just the process. Just keep going on here. And these bigger pieces, I can fold them or just cut them directly to the size. So like if I do 7.25 wide, I'll just cut that, and then I could go and fold it at 8.5, and then that will just be a little pocket at the bottom of the page. So that's how I'm gonna do that. So, and on this one, I could choose to do it the other way. So it's already at 8.5. So I can just fold it down to 7.25. And then this will just be either a fold out, or I could sew the top and the bottom to make a side tuck, or it could go the other way. There could be a side tuck this way, and this would be where the spine of the book is. So yeah, that's my process of going through. And so I'll just go ahead and speed through this part of it so you can see what I'm doing, but not take forever in a day. So yeah, let's just go ahead and work on the inside of our pages. Now with all my pages prepped and cut down to the size, I now am just going through and sorting all my pages kind of in different sections. Like I did my pattern papers in one stack, I did the extra items in one stack, the plain like lined sheets of paper in one stack, and then my vintage pages in another stack. And so now I'm just going through and alternating, just going through with picking up a scrapbook paper, and then I add, you know, whatever order I want them to go in. I just want them to be all random and kind of spaced out evenly through the book, if that makes sense. So I have them all together now, and I'm going through with my cover. I already punched the holes in the cover, and you'll see that if you watch the cover video. And I am lining up the cover on top of one page, marking it, and then stacking a few pages together using my hole puncher. It's the crocodile. And so I went through all of those, and now I'm ready to just put the rings in. I have these 1.5 inch binder rings, and so I'm just going to go through and put all my pages on there. I set all my pages, and I'm starting with the back cover, and then I'll just go in and add my pages, one or two at a time, depending on how they line up. Usually it's just easier to go one at a time. And with the binder rings, since they're not attached to anything, you just kind of have to wiggle them till you get the 3 holes in there. One thing that would be good, if you have old vintage book pages and they're pretty brittle, you may want to add some ring or like hole protectors. I think that's what they're called. They make them in sticker form, but you could also make them with some cardstock just by punching, like use a circle punch and make a little circle and then punch holes in them. Do them in different colors to coordinate with the pages, and that'll just make the pages a little bit sturdier. Now the beauty of having your pages in the binder rings is that you can put them together for now, and they'll be together, they won't get out of order. And so when I go to decorate these pages, which will be in another 2 videos in the series, I'll be able to just flip to the page, open up, make sure the binder ring opening is at that spot, and then open up my rings, take out the page, do the sewing or the decorating on it, and then put it right back in there. Also, having the rings, it will be great for whoever purchases this journal in my Etsy shop. They will be able to add or take away any pages that they'd like, and if they fill up the amount of space that the 1.5 inch binder ring allows, then they can also change it out pretty easy by buying bigger binder rings. So that is just one other reason why the binder ring method is nice. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you again next time. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.